Okay, so that just happened. If you're just hopping on, this is Tiffany from Let's Get Scrappy. This is part 2 of the tutorial that I was doing because I don't know how to edit and I don't want to know. I got interrupted by the construction people. Ugh. So I had to stop the video. So I apologize about that. Hopefully the construction on our house from a leak, mind you. There was a lot of water damage, so hopefully it'll be done soon. But let's just get back to this. So we're doing the spine. I think I said before I got off the video that this piece I had written down as 5 by 10, but it actually only needs to be 4 by 10, but it doesn't matter. Just put it in the center and you guys can see that, you know, I eyeballed it and I just put lotion on, so I'm gonna get ugly fingers all over, greasy fingers all over this. But I'll just come in and kind of work the paper just to get it so the fibers are a little loose. And if you already know how to do this or do your cover a different way, you can fast forward to the other parts. But you guys know you're gonna miss out on my commentary, and it's so good. It's definitely not. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how I'm gonna be during a live retreat. It has to be, it's gonna be funny. There's no getting around it. And I have to eat because I'm teaching all day long. I have to have my snacks. I like to eat. So I'm just loosening up the fibers, just kind of bending the paper all different ways. And then we will just come in. I'm just going to take out these corners. Do it a little bit at an angle, just to make this go a little bit faster and a little smoother. So just a slight miter. And that is on there good. Do the same thing. Just angle this way. I'm just cutting to the edge. And then a slight miter here to that corner. Again, just cutting out the corners. You could do it straight if you want to. I just like a little miter. Okay. And there we go. So now let's just glue this down. I should have already been done with this tutorial. On to the next one. And now mind you guys, I'm back 2 hours later because I had to talk with him and then what they were going to do the next day, because of course they were packing up because it's raining and they're on my roof, so it's not good. I have a tiled roof and it is different levels. So I get it, it's dangerous, but of course as soon as I got done packing up and drove out of my driveway, the rain stopped and it's back to sunny again. And it's in the evening. They worked a full day today, but the job was supposed to be done today. And oh my gosh, seriously. Okay, I'm so sorry. Hold please. Hold please. Okay, so sorry. You guys, it's like Grand Central Station here. My brother just came to pick up my niece, and of course my husband just left to the gym. He could have let my brother in and left the garage door open. I know he saw him. But yeah, and so now my dog is barking, demanding that my brother pets her. Driving me crazy. Oh my gosh. Hold on. See, you guys aren't even going to want to do this video now. You guys are like, okay, I'm done. I don't even want to do the project. No, thank you. This has just been a crazy time. Crazy time, and she's just going to keep barking. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry, had to grab my tape. I can't wait for all this to be over with. Oh, I could film when I know people aren't going to be around. But this is life, right? This is life. Honestly, I can't wait though. I can't wait to go to the retreat next week and get away from everybody. I know I sound so terrible. I do love my family. But I like crafting with friends. That's fun. Okay, so I do, for the lay flat method, I do the 2 glue method. So I do glue and score tape. You can do what you like. Always do a dry fit. And then just basic 101s, you could put this in your scoreboard and have it lined up on there, but you know, we gotta at least finish this thing. At least. Oh my gosh. So sorry. She won't stop until they play with her. Just gonna keep going. Okay, so put those together, give it a good burnish. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Sorry. Oh my goodness, they're giving me anxiety. Just hurry up and go. Okay. I'm just making sure this is sealed down really good. I knew I should have waited to start the video. I knew he was going to be coming soon, and that's my own fault. Okay. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Oh my gosh, Shug. Oh, so much for that. She's a pit bull and they do what they want. Do what they want. Okay. I guess this is what it's like when you have little kids in the background. Nothing you could do. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Put those together, and again, I just kind of hold both sides to make sure they're even. This is just easier for me, but again, you could use your scoreboard to make sure everything's lined up by pushing, you know, all these up to the edge. I don't know, I just feel it's easier. Give it a good burnish. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm gonna go grab her and put her in here. Just making sure it's on there good. Okay, they're about to leave, so she'll stop barking. Okay. So now we have our book. This looks so weird. Chocolate. It's a brown book. Okay, but I don't know. I have like a Mente like candy. It has a lot of chocolates, it's pink and brown, so I might use that for this. We'll see. We will see. Okay, so get your pages. Oh, no. We got to get this and cover the spine. Oh my gosh, they can't leave fast enough. So this piece will go on there. And this side's the side I want down. Okay, bye. Sorry, that was really loud in your guys' ear. Oopsie. Okay, so I'm just putting it in the middle because I want it to really be, you know, secure around the spine and no bubbles. So I will add my wet adhesive as well. Make sure you did that dry fit. Oh my goodness. It's just not my day today. Not my week. What am I talking about? I filled up my glue. When you fill up the glue and you get the squirting out, usually, I didn't lift that up all the way, so we'll see. Usually if you just take your cap off and put it back on, it stops from it bleeding out. Just a tip for you. But we'll see, since I didn't take it all the way off, if it does the same. Make sure we got some good glue down there. Okay, and we're going to stick this on. Give it a good burnish quickly, especially if you used our glitter glue, because that glue does not mess around. Just get it really on there tight around the actual spine. That is most important. I'm all stressed out crafting. Don't like that. Okay, let's do the other side. I'm just gently getting the fold as I'm lifting up with my bone folder. Don't press too hard because you will go through the back. And again, I just come in and make sure everything is together. I don't like that little smidgen of glue. I know I'm weird, you guys. I don't like seeing sticky. That is part of the tape. There we go. I just love this size. So nice. Okay, now that I have a big mess here, let's get out our page piece. I think, do I have one made already? I should have one made. Where is it? Right there. Okay. So you'll end up with two. We're just making a pocket because, again, I was about to make a page and stick it on a hinge, and then I decided nope. So I'm doing it exactly the way I did the original. You do not have to do this back part if you don't want to, like this kind of like full pocket. But I thought, let's just use it so we can get another spot to house a photo mat. Okay, so they'll both go together like this. So just get your adhesive out. And the glue still came out a little bit. I'm going to take it all the way off for a second. Now, let's put it on. At least it's coming out. That's always a plus. I like to do one side at a time because my paper is textured. I'm looking at where the textured is so that it's mostly on the outside. extra glue on that one. Okay, and let's do the other side. Always do that dry fit before you put any adhesive on. That way you know if you have to rescore something or what do you call it? Rescore or shave off any extra cardstock. Okay. Now you have your little 2 pieces of this for the left spine, so go ahead and like set these both aside for the moment, and we're going to take these 2 and fold on the crease. Fold this one in. So, miter the corners. Like this, and you're going to get out your pocket page, this here, and just want to make sure, okay. So now do a dry fit to see if these fit nicely inside the actual pocket. Well, I can get it to stay in there. Go in there and stir. Okay, so this one fits good. Now the other one, so same thing, you have your hinge. I'm just sticking it in this opening as a dry fit for now. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see. So just sticking it in there. Because again, if you need to shave any, this is the time that you would do it. Okay, we look even, good to go. So it'll be this way in the actual book, and we glue down the back here, but then this leaves a spot because we're going to glue these down to put a photo mat. So you put the glue on the opposite side of what we normally do. So I would call this the inside of the hinge. Slide it in like so. Just make sure you're all the way in there, nice and even across. Make sure it's all the way in before you seal it down. Sometimes if you're doing glue, it could slide out. And give it a good burnish. So, boop. Voila. Now let's do the other side. Put our adhesive on the inside of the hinge. Just, again, push that in before you seal it all down. There we go. And all over the place on this desk. So pockets will go here. And you can, because this was my pocket waterfall album, Folio. I was going to have pockets all on the outside here, but I love the paper so much, and then I didn't want to add bulk onto the flaps on the inside. But feel free, if you do want to add those, But for now, we are going to do our little pieces like so. These two pieces, and I did use a punch board to make a little notch on mine. So I know that this is 5.5, so I'm just going to, what am I gonna do? 5.5, so 2.5 is 5. So at 2, sometimes I just close my eyes and hope for the best. But at 2 3/4 should be the center. And when I go do my decorative paper, because we did 2 3/4, my decorative paper will be at 2 5/8. Like so. I love using my little minis. That was my goal this year, was to use tools and just things I haven't used at all, and I've had them for years. And this was the first year I've used that. So I'm just cutting through the intersection of both of the score lines. Then you have this. This is for the top pocket, and then it'll fit nicely into there. And doing the same thing. And I'll give you guys a tip here when you go to mat. I usually end up putting my matting paper a little bit bigger than my pocket to cover up if I have a notch. So when we put this in, I don't know if you guys can see. Nope, you can't really see that. Can you? Okay. Let's see. Let me just grab this little Post-it. So, okay, there. Now can you see? Yes, you can. So if you don't want to see brown, you can continue whatever paper you put on here down like an extra 1/4 inch to cover up that little spot. Or if you're fine with the brown, then go right ahead. Sometimes I don't care either. I'm just giving you guys options when you go to do your project. So score or fold on all the score lines. Oof, that was terrible. Terrible. I did. So that is the bottom pocket. The top pocket, I'm not going to fold this bottom one down. That's my guide. I just find it's easier when doing stacked pockets like this, or you can do the other method that I gave you that I actually picked up from one of our Country Craft Creations designer, Sandy. Did it in one of her projects. And I was like, why have I never thought of that? But I also like to try to use up my scraps. Oh, I folded on the wrong side, so this is smooth on the outside, but it's okay. No one's going to see it. And I would do a dry fit. I did not do that to make sure, because remember our scoreboards and everything, that will fold over nicely. Will this one? Okay, enough. Yep. Our scoreboards and cutters are all different, so sometimes measurements are just a skosh off. This one is really cutting it close on this side here, but it is within. Then we'll take this. This is our guide, so I just tuck it in there all the way down to the line, and usually everything lines up nicely. I have both those flipped on the wrong side, so we'll just act like I meant to do that. If you guys can't see, this paper has like ridges on one side of it and it's smooth on the other. So I was trying to make this book with the ridged paper showing. But I guess for some pockets, we're going to do it different. Because why not today? And that is crooked. Let's see if it still folds. Yep. And then I do a magnet here and here. Call it good. it'll look like this. I'm just going to close it up. Okay, so we have that closed. And then when I glued mine down, I just did the U in case I wanted to add another photo mat or tag in there, but we still have this pocket piece, and we're going to close up this side. So it should look like this going here, and you have like a 1/4 of an inch showing. We're going to close up this back side inside the actual pocket. And burnish it all down. Okay, so now this is the left side of our book, and one of the, where is it? There should be 2 of these. I don't know where to put it. Okay, well, one of these 2 will go in to the side here, like so. But let's go ahead and glue this in the book. Nope, I don't want to glue this. I'm going to get my repositional because I want to put my paper down first. My decorative paper. I just need a nap. That's what I need today. I just need a nap. Just makes everything not go so great when everything doesn't go great. Let me just give it a good little burnish so it'll stay. And we're done with this side. Like so. Now over here, you're going to grab your belly band. So you have your pocket. So these are basically just like floating kind of pocket, like pages. But like I said, you don't even have to do this. You don't have to do any of this. You could just make a belly band to go from here to here and then do what we're doing. But like I said, I was making pages and I just rolled with it. Okay, now just again some tips for you when putting your decorative paper down. I do this, so I'm going to go the other way because my ridge is not showing. So I have my belly band put together, and then I take my decorative piece, I leave the side that's over here without any glue or tape or anything. I just kind of have it on like half of it, slide it in, get it where it needs to be. Then I just lift up over here and put a bead of glue and seal it down. You can also put down one side of your belly band. And again, make sure you guys do that dry fit. And I'm just eyeballing the center. Okay, so you can take your decorative paper right now, put it like, I'm trying to think, okay, let's just see, like this. Put it in between here. I gotta do this. And fold it, and then put your glue on, and put your glue on your flap and stick it down. And let me backtrack. Put your paper like this, put your glue, tape, whatever, then bring it over, get it kind of in position up at the top where you want it, and then put glue on the bottom flap, flip it over, and then stick it all down. To me, that's more work. So I like to just get my belly band on there and get the glue on, slide it in, or you could slide it in and lift up both ends. you know, have it in here and then lift up this side, put some glue, this side, put some glue, call it good. It's not going anywhere. Where else did I order stuff from? Oh, I think I got some stuff from Tailored Expressions. I have stuff everywhere, coming from everywhere. I was doing so good. Okay, so we have that. Now we're going to stick that down. It might be better to show you guys. Let me show you guys the waterfall, or show this outside. We're going to put the waterfall on. Okay, so for your waterfalls, now I have 6 of them made already. You'll have 7 to make. You want to make sure you cut or fold, whatever you need to do to have, so there's no opening on these 3 on this side. The opening's on this side. And then I have the opening here to the left. So 3 are to the right, 3 are to the left. And whatever we do, I'm going to stagger them right now. So I want, because this is my top, I want one more that opens up this way. So you have your pieces, and they look like this, minus the glue spot that is on there. And I'm going to, so if I want it open that way, I will come in and I'm going to cut this, because basically you're just cutting out one side, folding this over, and then folding it up, and then you have an opening. But you need a piece that's at the top to put it down. So if you want the pocket opening on the other side, you're going to turn it this way, cut from the top down to that middle line, and then fold this over, fold this over, fold this all the way over. So we're going to do that together. So just make sure, I want to make sure you guys can see everything I'm doing. Oops. Just pull the thing out there. Okay. So I'm going to cut from the top down. And again, it's just an easy way for me to think of my direction. You guys, whatever feels comfortable for you. At the end of the day, you're just cutting away one of these little sections. It just can't be the same. I mean, it can be if you want yours like that. Cutting through my little intersection that I can't even see. There. Don't miter this top one, because it's a waterfall, and typically we want them straight, but I have one of them that I mitered, and even in the actual folio, I mitered one of them, and I just left it. Oh, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to do smooth side in. So we're folding this over. This is like the hardest part of the book. So just so you guys can see, I just want you guys to see there's lots of shadows happening. Okay, fold this one over. This makes our pocket. We're going to fold this over. Make sure you're lined up as much as you can be. So you'll have a little flappy do here. So we're going to glue, just so you guys can see, we're going to glue these 2 down. And this will fold back as our little flap. So I cannot believe how many videos I'm going to have for this one tiny little project. And I think, yeah, I'm going to take a little bit off of that one. I just want to make sure it doesn't impede on the fold. And burnish it all down. Like I said, this is the hardest part, is making 7 of these. That's it. Otherwise, this album, folio, comes together very nicely. And I'm going to trim off just a little bit so it's nice and even, but not cutting my fold. There we go. Spins back. Okay, so now we have one that's open, closed, open, closed, open, closed, and open. So I just start from the top. I'll actually start here, get some glue on here. Just try to get it as straight as you can onto the belly band. On the top one, I like to pick it up and match up the edges. There we go, and I'm crooked. I can see it a little bit. And on my main one was crooked. We just went with it. Once you have all the paper, I mean, somebody might be able to see it who's really looking for it. But otherwise, oh gosh, this glue, I'm just all over the place. Otherwise, it'll go on and nobody will know. So just bumping it up to that edge, but still, before I press everything down, just making sure I'm somewhat straight. And you could put strips of paper in here if you did miter the corners. And if you mitered some, just miter them all. Make it look like you intentionally did it like that. I don't think that looks bad either. Okay. Good burnish. And this is pretty much the folio with lots of interruptions. But this would be a cute baby folio because it holds so many pictures. I really do like making little things that hold a lot of photos. Okay, this one's next. This is when I wish I had a fast forward button. Okay. Ooh. Tiffany just went off again. Such a messy gluer. Get that on there. So as I'm doing this, I'm not pushing it all the way down yet. I'm looking. And if it's somewhat aligned, then I'll give it a good press. And I will definitely go back in all the videos and link the supplies of what I use outside of, you know, trying to find the paper. Okay, we have that done. And then I just kind of get all my paper, giving it time to dry. And then it's going to go in our book like this. Just again, so you guys can see it in place. Of course, now Sugy's nice and quiet. Now that everybody left. Oh, we got through this one. My goodness gracious. So you have a 4, what am I looking for? This 4 1/4 by 7 goes in our pocket page. So it has to be inside the, or no, in our belly band. What am I doing? Inside the belly band. Inside the belly band there. This one, which is the 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, goes in our large pocket here. And I just have to make sure it's all open. Okay, there. And then you could add cut aparts, etc. into that. This chocolate is really throwing me off. And then you have all your little photo mats, and you could punch tabs on them. You could do ribbon pulls, and they just go inside. So these, again, these are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So you can just stick a 3 by 4 photo right on there without matting if you don't want to mat. But also it's available, the space is open to have mats. But then the actual pull out is 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. So there's a lot of excess room to get it in and out nicely. And I had, where did I put those? I had more of them somewhere. I know it's like going to be right in front of my face. There they are. My Cheez-Its was blocking them. So here's our other 4 1/4 by 7 1/4. This goes inside the actual pocket page, and you would glue one side down, which I don't think we did. And that will go in there. You can put pulls on these if you want to. It'll stick out a little bit from your spine, but that's okay. I've done that a whole bunch of times. And then these just go inside our handy dandy pockets. Pockets. We like pockets. I don't know what that song is, but I'm doing my own little, you know, commercial. Pockets. I know, disaster. And then fill up the other side. So just right here alone, this holds so many photos, and it's really fun to put together. But there you guys go. That is it. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, Tiffany got through that. All the disruptions, all the craziness. Hopefully, well, I don't know. They're now coming back tomorrow working the weekend. So I probably will have more interrupted tutorials. So I hope you guys don't mind, and I apologize. You know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? But there you guys go. Thank you guys for being patient. I'm pretty sure, because you guys are really good at checking out Karolina's videos, but this is our Scrappy Christmas Crafts monthly projects that we're doing all year long, using up our Christmas stash, which I'm never going to be able to use up, but I can't wait. I think the next one I'll do will be a pastel-y one, a pink pastel. I don't know. I keep trying to decide. It depends upon what style book I do. But I can't tie this right now. But I think that's what I have, a retro one from Michaels, and then one from Pretty Little Studios. I don't know. We'll see what comes next. But there you guys go. Thank you guys again. And thanks for all the nice comments. You guys have been so awesome. I will get to those soon. As you guys can see, it's just crazy. Just crazy. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. And just know there's a total of 3 videos for this book. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.